We had a ton of fun showing off a demo of some new features, announcing the Noble Samurai Video Awards winners, and also spending an extra 15 minutes answering your questions from the webinar chat room. A huge shout out to everyone who could make the webinar. It was heaps of fun. And for those who couldn't make it, here's a replay.
Okay, I think everyone is here. It looks like we've got everyone here. So what we'll do is we'll first kick off with just some general housekeeping. First of all, I'm Tom, and the guy to my left or right, I'm not sure which way it will be for you guys, but that's Wayne.
Hey.
Well, as I said, webinar number 6. We're hoping to kind of time box these webinars to around 30 minutes. If you've attended one of our previous webinars, you'll know that they usually go for closer to an hour by the time we answer some questions at the end. So aiming for 30 minutes, most likely we'll go for closer to an hour. In this webinar, what we'll be doing is I'm going to be demoing 3 powerful new features that we've just rolled out into Content Samurai, which will help you not only crank out your videos faster, but they should also improve the overall quality of the videos as well. So I'm super excited to show you those. So in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'll get to that. We'll also be doing our usual Q&A, and drum roll, we'll be announcing the winners of our Noble Samurai Video Awards. So Wayne, myself, and Anthony spent quite a few hours. When was it, Wayne? Did we watch those videos? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Friday, Saturday, and Monday.
So yeah, it was super awesome to see the videos that you guys sent in. I think Wayne said he was feeling a little bit proud about the videos that we were seeing coming in. So it was awesome. And we've got some winners to announce, so stick around until the end to see those. As usual, if you have any questions as we're going through the webinar, post them in the question box in the GoToWebinar control panel that you'll see. We'll circle back at the end and try and answer them. If you have any support type questions, i.e. resetting passwords and billing details and stuff like that, probably not the best place to ask. It's probably not the best place to ask here. So if we can you please email support@contentsamurai.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I think that's it for the housekeeping stuff, unless I've forgotten anything, Wayne?
No, I think you've ticked all the boxes. I'm just trying to get back to everyone in chat. If you have any questions, just hit me up. Let's check our little list that we made. Yep, we've done everything. It's time to maybe kick off with the first section.
Yep, so I believe I'm sharing my screen. Can I get
Let's have a quick look.
Can I get a...
You are. Yep.
Okay, great. So what I'll do...
Yes, from James. Yep.
What I'll do, I won't demo just yet. What I'll do is I'll first explain the 3 new features that I'll be going over. The first one is a restructure of the way that Content Samurai splits up your script. It now has 3 options, which is automatic, 1 per sentence and 1 per paragraph. So 1 slide per sentence and 1 slide per paragraph. We've added image suggestions, which will basically analyze the text on a slide and give you suggestions on what searches you should use for the images. And number 3, we've tweaked our image library to not only get more images, but try and get a better, a higher quality of image is the best way to describe it. So we've tweaked the images so that you will get better images and you'll get more images. And we've also given you some options on the Creative Commons licensing parameters that you can search for. So if you're doing a content-based video, you actually can choose from a lot more images than you can if you're doing a sales video. If you're doing a sales video, you need to make sure that you're getting images that that are properly tagged for commercial use. Because if you're making a sales video, you can't use some images that are tagged for non-commercial use. But
are you going to show them that? Excuse me. Are you going to show them how to select between the different?
Yep, I'll make sure.
All right, cool.
I'll make sure I show everyone, because it's a little bit. It probably sounds more confusing than it is. It's super simple to do. What we'll do now is I'll show you here. I've got a raw script that I've pasted in. Thanks to Anthony for sending me this one. It's a great script. Now down the bottom here, you'll see we've got this new this new drop-down box where you can choose automatically create slides, which is the default. That's currently the way the system works. So if you leave it like that, you won't notice a change. You can also choose one slide per sentence, and you can choose one slide per paragraph. Now, for example, if we did it the old way and we created our slides automatically, just let it load up. Okay, you'll see here that we've got 62 slides. So that would mean that we would have to format 62 slides, find images for, 50 slides, for example, which is awesome, but it can take a little bit of time. So if we come back here, so hang on. We come back here, and for this example, I'm going to actually say I want to do one slide per sentence, and I click Create Slides. You'll see now we've only got 34 slides to deal with, so we only have to choose 34 images if you wanted to have an image per slide. And so that almost cuts it in half. And you'll see by default, the slide text is hidden and it's asking you to select an image. So the idea is that you're moving away from a text-based video to an image-based video. Now we can go one further than that. And if we go back to the script stage and we do one slide per paragraph, if everything works, we will get even less slides. So we end up with 28 slides. So again, it's taken 6 slides off the total. So it will help you create videos faster, and it will actually lead to a more visually appealing slide deck as well, because sometimes if you have too many slides, things can change too quickly on the screen for people to take it all in. So what I'm going to do now, I've prepared something earlier so that I don't have to go through and show you every single slide being created. But the next thing I wanted to show you were the image suggestions. So you'll see here we're on the first slide, it's hidden our text, but down here you'll see that our text is, if you're a home-based entrepreneur, then you probably already know that working from home can be a double-edged sword. What we do is if you click on images or you click select image here, the app will now analyze the text that was on the slide, and it will actually suggest to you, here are some suggestions, here are some words that we think you should search for to get images that will match your script. So in this example, I'm going to choose sword, and Content Samurai goes off, grabs the images, and you can scroll through and find an image that you like. Again, it automatically loads more images. I kind of like that one, so I click it, brings the image in, and as you can see, it downloads like a low res one, then it downloads the full res. Now, before Wayne was asking about the different image options, that's located at the bottom here. So if we click on that, you'll see you've got 4 options there. So for example, if you're making a content video where you're not selling anything, you're putting out purely a content video, you can just leave it as is, and the default is to have all 4 options checked. If you are doing a sales video, you will probably want, well, you will need to uncheck this non-commercial box because you don't want to have those ones appearing. And then you can also change the other ones. I won't go into the details of what each one specifically is because it does take a little while. But if you go into the box and click this link here, it'll take you to a Help Center article where we explain the different options. But the main one to be aware of is if you're doing a sales video, you don't want to have that one checked. But in this example, we can have everything on because we're just doing a content video. So getting back to our slides, the next thing to do is just scroll down to our next one. And again, you'll see the app has automatically suggested 4 possible searches. The slide text was, on the upside, you don't have the hassles associated with commuting, and you have much more flexibility with your time. out of these ones here, you've got hassles, commuting, flexibility, and time. I'm going to go for time and see what we can find. And one that jumps out at me is this one. Time, our most precious resource. There is not a truer sentence. So as you can see, those first two slides are done. So I can scroll down to the third one. And again, Content Samurai has analyzed, however, on the flip side, you are surrounded by distractions and it can often be difficult to focus and get anything done. So for this one, I'm going to go with distractions because that was the highest one that Content Samurai suggested. And again, you can see it's automatically searched for images and you can just keep scrolling and scrolling, but I'm going to go this one because I think rollerblading is a distraction. I know every day at work, Wayne and I both think about going rollerblading, so we'll scroll
Constantly.
down. We'll scroll down to the next one. And you see here the slide text was, so in this video, we'll take a look at our top 5 tips for motivating yourself when you're working from home. Again, I'm going to go with the top most suggested one by Content Samurai, which is tips. We'll click that, automatically searches, and straight away the one that jumps out at me is this one, tips and tricks. So I'm going to leave that, go down to slide 5. You'll see here, the slide text was create a separate working space. Out of these ones, create space, working, I don't feel like they're going to really be what I'm after. So I'm actually just going to type in desk. So sometimes it makes sense to think about what you want to show on the slide and not go with the suggested ones because the app is only working off the slide text. And in my case, I think that I can probably find something I would prefer. Sort of scroll down, and I like the look of this desk. So I think that one portrays what I'm trying to get across. Move down to the next one. Many home-based entrepreneurs fall into the trap of trying to work in the same space where they sleep or live. Now this one's easy. I think I'm going to go for something about sleep. So I click on sleep and let's go for this one. So that's that slide done. Move down to the next one. You'll see text there and it has the suggestions up here. Again, ignite, switch, drive, mode, space, room, home, ways. Probably not the ones that I'm wanting. So I'm actually going to type home office because I'm wanting to get a picture of an office setup to try and get across the idea that you want to set up your own workspace at home. So again, we can scroll through, but you know what? I think I will go for the top one. I think that looks like a pretty neat office. And we'll scroll down to the next slide. And again, it's suggested switch, mode, enter, space, mind, or work. And in this case, I think I'll try work and see what I can find. And this image here looks like people working hard. So I think that matches what I'm trying to get across. So I've already, as I said earlier, I've already gone through and done the rest of these slides. So they're already done. So what we can do now is we'll skip over to the voice section. And also, again, I did touch on the new image library. I should say the images that are in Content Samurai now are much better than they were a few weeks ago. We've tweaked the parameters around the searches, so much easier to find images that will look really good in your video. So we're on voice section now. This is one of the super powerful features of Content Samurai, especially if you're not confident recording your own voices, your own voice track. Default, you can click record and go through. Or if you click this one here, upload a voice track. Now, what we've done for this demo is we've actually gone to Fiverr and we've hired a voiceover guy to record our script for us and send it back. I think the total cost was 20 Australian dollars, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that bad considering the quality of voice track that we got back. I will post a link to the voice track used in this demo in the webinar replay that we send out so you guys can have a listen to it. It's amazing and easily the best 20 Australian dollars that we've spent. So it's even cheaper. It'd be maybe 12 or 13 US dollars. So super cheap for what you get back. So all we need to do is click choose a file to upload. and we come into downloads and Fiverr Audio. So now Content Samurai is processing the voice track, getting it ready to sync up with our slides, and it can take anywhere from 15 seconds to maybe 30 seconds depending on how big the voice track is. This one I think was 3 megabytes in size, so gives you an idea of how quick it goes.
That's awesome. It's actually pretty small.
Yeah, and the quality is really good. I had to listen to it last night and I loved it. So you can preview the voice track here. I won't preview it here because I don't think you guys can hear it. It's something we need to work out, how to get our computer audio playing to you guys through the webinar. But what we'll do is we'll click preview your video, and Content Samurai does its magic. So it's grabbing all of our slides, our images, and it's synchronizing it with the audio track that we uploaded. And boom, here we are. So this is our video. Now you'll notice that this one has no text on it at all. It's purely images that we chose using the image suggestions from Content Samurai. And again, we chose split by paragraph, so we ended up with less slides to do. So we went from 62 slides down to 28 slides, so it's less than half. If we click play,
You get to sit here in silence.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys won't be able to hear it, but basically, if we run through it, you can see all of our images are in here. And trust me, the voiceover sounds really good. So if we were to put a music track on it, let's put Endless Possibilities on it. The synchronization is spot on as well. I had to listen to this last night when I was testing it out, and it sounds awesome. There was no manual adjustments needed. So we'd click looks good, continue, and we would download the video. So what I'll do, I'm going to download this video. First of all, generate and then download. I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll post a link to it as soon as it's done, so you guys can check out the final product. Because
in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll post in the chat box. So I will show you.
Cool.
I won't even watch it. I'll just put it up there and see how it goes. But I guess the main things to take away from this are that the new options to split your slides by sentence and paragraph will drastically cut down the time needed to create a video. So one of the things that I always struggle with when making videos was that especially if it's a longer video, I always knew that I had to format and find images for, say, 50 plus slides. And I used to always get through halfway and think, oh, I've still got half to go. And I would quite often would say, you know what, I'll do this tomorrow. And I wouldn't do it again. Whereas now, for this video, I only had 28 slides to do. And honestly, last night, I think I spent about 10 minutes finding images for 18 slides. And then this morning, we chose images in 5 minutes. So it's super quick to do. And the quality of images coming back with our new image library makes it so much easier than it used to be. So I would love for you guys to have a go today or tomorrow creating a video where you choose split by paragraph and then use the automatic image suggestions to find your images and let us know how you go. We want to see the videos you guys are creating, so please have a go, send them through, and we'll give you some feedback. I think that's
if you want it.
If you want it, you don't have to have our feedback.
Yeah.
We won't force it upon you. I think we'll throw to Wayne now for what is it, the Q&A or winners? I think it's winners, or award winners.
We are probably up to the winners. I was just checking out the chat. So after the demo, you do the demo, then it's the winners. Noble Samurai Video Award winners. Boonk. All right. So do you want to take over the chat then, Tom?
I will, and I will stop sharing my screen.
Yep. And I'll start sharing my screen. Change presenter. Ooh, is that how you do it? Can you make me the presenter? Wait, I can make me the presenter. No problem. So you can see my screen now?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Whoopsie daisy. Right. Can you see the GoToWebinar control panel and all that? Because I
No,
can. I have to.
no, all I can see is Keynote.
I'm going to try and minimize this stuff. Sorry, excuse me. All right, cool. Let's get started. So the Noble Samurai Video Awards, like Tom said, it was absolutely fantastic. And I think he said I was maybe proud, which is a lie. I was proud. I was really proud of just everything you guys, every video that was sent in. It took me a lifetime to watch them all, but I wasn't alone. Tom and Anth helped, and I'm sure they feel the same way. The video quality was absolutely amazing. And there were some people who sent in videos at the start of the promotion and then at the end of the promotion, and just that gap there was absolutely amazing. The videos had improved tenfold. But having said that, we did have to whittle it down to only 6 winners from so many submissions, just so many. I think we were up near about 100. So without further ado, I will continue. So again, we had to pick the categories as well because we weren't going to match the Nobel Prize categories, otherwise nobody would have won. So we picked our own categories from the winners, from the best videos, and the winner of the lifestyle, the very first Noble Samurai Video Award for lifestyle is Susan with her How to Make Coconut Oil Pie Crust. Now we're just going to announce the winners here. We still have to put a page up to actually show you the videos, which will be ready really soon. We just need to get in touch with the winners and just sort out the finer details. But Susan, you are the first winner of the Noble Samurai Video Awards. Coin. And for local business, we have Mary with her video of 5 reasons to hire a tree stump removal service, which was an awesome video for a local business. Really, really impressed with that video. So you have won also. Now for global business, in the category of global business, Mark with top 5 ways to beat the competition buying manufacturing companies. And I think I saw Mark in the chat before. He said hi. So Mark, you've won. Congratulations. For marketing, we have Vincent with his sci-fi and fantasy t-shirt giveaway competition, which was an amazing video, an absolutely amazing video. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that you got a voiceover or you got someone else to do the voiceover because I had a different background music track, which we can't actually police, but it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome, and it seems like you followed some of our tutorials or you just knew what to do and how to use Content Samurai, and that video was fantastic, so well done.
I've actually entered that competition, by the way. I want a free t-shirt.
You want me? Okay.
Yep.
So scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. No, I'm kidding. All right. So for the family award, Stacy with her bonding with your baby through music, which was an absolutely fantastic video. I don't have a baby, but if I did, I would bond with it through music. You bet your bottom dollar. Now for the health and fitness section of the Noble Samurai Video Awards, we have Steve with his iHeart BioAge tester, which was a great video for showing. I had no idea what an iHeart BioAge tester was, and now I know what it is, and I want one. So that was a really cool video. And for online course, which might be the last one, no, it's not, was Bobby with her Ride of Ropes course, which was an awesome, awesome video. And I think we're going to get in touch with you and see if you maybe want the Yeti microphone too. So anyway, we'll get in touch during the week. I don't want to say anything that'll get me in trouble, but I think you may have been the winner of the big one. And I think this is the last one. So for the education section, it's Terry with her Knowledge Quest, which was actually a series, a history series. I think there are 3 videos, if I'm correct. And you sent a few of them in, and they're awesome. We're super impressed with those videos. So those are your winners. Those are your 6 winners. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you again. Let's. It was awesome. Thank you very much, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts. Everyone who entered, it was absolutely amazing. We really, really loved your videos. And for anyone who did win, we'll reach out during the week to all the winners, and we'll sort out all the prizes. And yeah, hopefully you tuned in. You don't have to wait for the webinar replay to know that you've won.
We're getting a few people asking, can they see the winning videos? Yes, we're working on getting the winning videos onto a page so you guys can check them out because they're awesome videos. So we are working on it. We just need to make sure that we have the right permissions and stuff like that. So we're just doing the admin work behind the scenes, and we'll get them up as soon as we can. And
Yep.
yeah, that's I think that's everything that's coming through.
Yep, as soon as we can. And I'm sure we'll, I mean, if they're not out before then, when we send out the email about this webinar replay, we'll definitely link out to it, but we'll try and email before that, just so we can get them out to you as soon as possible. Literally, as soon as the videos, as soon as the page is done and the videos are on the page, we'll contact you guys.
So Justin's telling us to get a move on, as he likes instant gratification. Don't worry, we do too, Justin. We'll snap to it as soon as we can.
How bad. Sorry, I was too busy sleeping last night. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So I'm still presenting my screen, aren't I? I think we're up to the Q&A section. Is that right, Tom?
I believe we are, and I believe I'm going to kick us off with the first Q&A. I guess before we start, if you guys have any other questions that you want answered, please post them now, and we'll circle back and answer a few of them at the end, because I think we'll have some time. So any questions, post them into questions now, and we'll circle back. So kicking it off, the first one that was sent in to us said, if I make a video with music and I want to clone it, can I copy the video and then add new music to the new video? Yes, you can. What I'll do is I will copy a link to a Help Center article that shows you how to do it. And it's super easy to do. You just hover over the video, click clone, and then you can go to the preview section, choose a new music track, click preview. Once you're happy with it, click download. Super easy to do. And if I can find my go-to webinar, I will post the link.
Paste in that link. So I'm pretty sure I made that video. So the video that you're looking at, no, I tell a lie. What I did is I got some help with that one. But in this video, it explains exactly how to do that. So it explains how you can just take a video, you can copy it and change a few things, maybe give it a custom theme, give it a different background track, something like that. And you have pretty much the same video, but slightly different. Now you can send off multiple versions of your video, say to a client, and get him to check out, versions A through D or E, and pick his favorite one or her favorite one. And that's a really great way to over deliver if you're to your client. And yeah, it's fantastic. So moving on to the next question, when I'm previewing and I want to check the video and audio, I can see there's a vertical bar that I can move. Can you please do a quick demo? We can please do a quick demo, but what I'm going to do is show my screen. So show, and you can see, Tom, can I get confirmation?
Not yet, but
you can't see my screen yet.
Now I can. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so we've got this slide with this ugly kid on it. Now, if I
can see webinar 6 schedule. Now I can see it. Yep.
Oh.
No, it's all good. Now I can see content summary.
Okay, cool. All right. So we have this video here, my ugly mug on the first slide, and if you play, you can see that there's a red vertical bar moving. So what I might do is just explain all of these vertical bars, because I'm not sure which one you were referring to. Now this red vertical bar, as I play and pause, you can see it moves. So this is where we are in the video. If you want to go back and you move this vertical bar back, you'll see the slide changes because I'm going in between slides. So that means this green vertical bar represents these slides. So you can see here, you can kind of see that we're back on a mission to save kids again, and we need your help. You can see the text of the slide here on the right-hand side of the green vertical bar. And when you drag it, that text and that slide goes along with it. So this green vertical bar represents where that slide will come in. So if I move it a little bit forward and hit play, I'll just skip back a bit and hit play. You see where it changed? It changed to we're back on a mission here, where the green vertical bar is. Now if I move it back to where you can see the WAV files start, that sentence, and I play it again, it won't change now, it'll change now. I'm not sure if that's helpful, but you just move this green vertical bar to match up where you want the slide to come in. So you can just play. You can move these around a little bit. Oops, sorry, let's get the red vertical bar out of there. Grab the green vertical bar, and you can just make sure the timing's perfect, just like this. Like that, just by clicking and dragging them into place. And then just play your video just to make sure what you've done actually works. Which it does. So that's how you move the green vertical bar, and the red vertical bar is basically where you are in the timeline. So hopefully that answers your question and gives you a little bit of a demo. If you need any more help, just let us know by emailing support@contentsamurai.com, and we'll be happy to help.
Awesome. I think, yeah, Susan was asking what was the red bar, but I think you just answered that one, just saying that it's where you currently are in the timeline.
Yeah, it's where you are in the video.
Yep. Okay, next one. So we had someone say, I would really love to see a volume control or some way to equalize the volume for the voiceover. It's quite a challenge to get the volume consistent throughout the entire recording of the video. This is something we have noticed a little bit when we use the app, and we had a couple of reports of the audio kind of spiking and dropping. So it's a really hard one for us to replicate and try and work out if it's a problem with Content Samurai, or if it's a problem with Google Chrome, or if it's a problem with, say, the microphones people are using. So we're struggling to kind of find out where the issue lies and if there is an issue. So if you are having this problem where you are recording on the same microphone in the same session, and you're noticing that the audio is not quite the same throughout, could you please send us a copy of the video to support@contentsamurai.com? We'd love to check it out and show our developers and get their input on it to see if it's something that is a bug, or if it's something that we can fix, or it's something, I guess what we're trying to say is we don't actually know what the issue is, but we have experienced it ourselves. So the more information we can get on these sort of weird audio quirks and stuff like that, the quicker we can kind of work out what the issue is and if it's something that we can fix. So if you are having audio issues or any other issues for that matter, please contact us at support@contentsamurai.com. The best thing to do is send us a copy of the video, give us a quick explanation of your audio setup, so whether you're using an internal microphone, an external microphone, what your recording environment is like. Are you doing it in a room where it's nice and quiet, or are you doing it, say, in a cafe where it's quite noisy? The more information you can give us, the better. Yeah, Wayno, back to you.
Sorry, I'm just writing back to Susan in the chat. I'll be 1 second. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'll answer the Q&A. I'll do my job, and then I'll get back to Susan. So, the next question is, hi guys, how can I add my logo to each of the slides or themes? Now, at the moment, you can't actually add a watermark. There's no official watermark theme. That's actually something we've been talking about adding, and we're going to add as soon as possible. It's actually going to be one of the next features that you should see in the app. But at the moment, all you can do is add a background image with your watermark on it as a custom theme, and it's just a workaround at the moment. And I can post up a link to a video in the replay and in the chat of how that's done. But basically, what you got to do if you want a whole slide, you have to make a 1280 by 720 pixel image, and in the bottom corner, you choose where you want your watermark to be. You just put it down in the bottom right corner, and then you upload that image as your background image for a custom theme, and you'll see your watermark on all of the slides. But as soon as this new feature's in the app, like I said before, there'll be a dedicated watermark feature, because at the moment, adding a watermark background It won't show over images that you have on slides. So that's why it is just a workaround at the moment.
Yep. Next question was, does Content Samurai accept stock videos, for example, from CoverCo, etc., and can you overlay titles over them for a given slide and an ability to fade in text? With regard to stock videos, yes, it certainly accepts them. Content Samurai accepts any video that you'll upload to it. One of the things to keep in mind is that if you're buying a stock video from a site like cover.co, you need to make sure that the license you buy is correct for the type of video you're doing. Whenever you're doing, say, a sales video, you always need to make sure that you're buying a license that allows you to use that video in a commercial video. If you're doing a content video that has no sales in it whatsoever, you can usually get away with just the general license. So always check with the licensing and make sure that you get the right license when you're buying stock videos and stock photos and anything like that. The licensing is the key to it. With regards to having titles over slides and the ability to fade text and stuff like that, that's something we're actively investigating at the moment. We do want to get that stuff into the app. At the moment, we're kind of just seeing how the current interface would work with that stuff and what's needed in the back end to make it happen. So we're actively working on it. I can't give you an ETA of when and if it might end up in Content Samurai, but I can promise you we're actively working on it. It's something that we talk about in most of our meetings every week. So we're doing our best to get it in there. Trust me. And I think Wayne's typing, so I'll pad for time.
I was typing, but more importantly, I had my microphone muted. So you just asked about this. You just answered the stock video question, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. So the next question is, I purchased Content Samurai a month ago, but didn't have a chance to use it. Finally, I'm ready and would like to go through the webinars as I missed all of them. Could you please let me know how can I access them? So a lot of you will probably know this because you've been to most of our webinars, and we do answer this question a little bit. So we keep all of our videos, including our tutorials, our content, and our webinar replays in our Help Center. So if you don't know how to get to the Help Center and you're a Content Samurai user, log into Content Samurai, go to the Help section, which is near the top of the app when you log in. It's in the menu. So just click into the Help section, and there's a link to our Help Center. So yeah, again, you'll find all of our videos, including our webinar replays, our tutorials, and our content in the Help Center. Might even link out to the Help Center here, just in case anyone's sitting actually in the chat here and they want to get to the Help Center as soon as possible. So I'll post that one in.
Yeah, and honestly, the Help Center is the best place to go anytime you've got a question or a query about Content Samurai. We're always happy to answer support emails and stuff like that, but we try and put as much information into our Help Center as we can, so that when we're asleep and it's 2 a.m. over here and you guys are using Content Samurai and you have a question, you can hopefully go to the Help Center and get an answer to your question where you don't have to wait for us to wake up, have 3 coffees, and then get back to you. So always check out the Help Center first before you contact us, just because it might save you time. I think that's it for the prepared Q&A, but we've had a few questions posted, so we'll run through them as quickly as we can. We might spend 10 minutes or so doing this. So if you have any questions, post them in and we'll try and get to them. The first one in the list was from Susan, and she said, with regards to paragraphs, so does that mean for any longer videos, I could write it in paragraphs, then do what you did today so that they hear it, but I don't end up with 172 slides? Yes, this is the exact problem we were trying to solve, Susan. So when you have a really long video and you end up with 172 slides, it can be quite daunting to go through, format each of those and get images for them. So if you write it in paragraphs, yep, it will do exactly what you said. It will split the slides up based on a paragraph. You can choose an image for that slide, which covers the whole paragraph. And when you record the audio, it will basically have that slide on the screen for longer, so it will show the image that you've chosen. So you can add a guest depending on how you write it, but you could easily take, or you could easily cut down 172 slides to maybe 30 slides if you wrote it into 30 paragraphs. So I would love to see how you go with that, Susan, because it sounds like you're a prime example of what we're trying to solve. So give it a go and let us know how you go with it. The next question, can you go back and update previous video you have already done with the new features? Yeah. You can definitely go back and use, say, the new image library and suggestions. One thing I'll say with the slide, the breaking up of the script, if you go back and do it to an existing video and you change the way it's broken up, I'm 99% sure that it will nuke all formatting you've done to the slides. So
clone. Use that clone feature just in case.
Yeah.
Always keep a clone. It's just good practice to always keep a clone of your original video. Even if you clone it and you name the cloned one original, and then you start playing around with the one that's, you know, that's not called original, and you've just got one locked away, just in case anything goes belly up, which it probably will if you're gonna switch to split by sentence or paragraph. It's going to nuke everything. So definitely make a copy if you're going to try that feature out with an existing video.
Yeah, definitely. One quick one. I'm going to share my screen for this one. Wayne, do you want to take the second question in the list? I'm going to answer the first one, but I'm just loading up something to demo.
The question. Sorry, where is the question? Are you going from the?
I'm going from
questions?
Yeah. So the first one by Ray, I'm going to answer, but can you do the second one? Joe's question.
Yep, go for it.
Do you want to do Joe's now while I load something up?
Joe Fraser?
Yep, that's the one.
Cool. Sorry, I was lost. I was working from the bottom up.
Yep.
So Joe said there was a page building effect on one of your example videos. Did you do this in S or outside? A page building effect. Well, I'm not 100% sure which effect that was. I can't remember it off the top of my dome, but you can't do any effects inside of Content Samurai at the moment. So if it was a video with a little effect on it, it could have been someone we hired from Fiverr. It could have been someone in-house who did a little bit of video editing and then brought that to Content Samurai. For example, it could have been me. I could have done some video editing in a different program and thought that would be really good in a Content Samurai video, and then brought it over and made a Content Samurai video. But no, it wasn't made from within Content Samurai.
Yeah.
There aren't any effects yet. Do you want me to keep going? I don't mind keep going. I was just typing out answers anyway.
I think I've got this one.
Okay.
Am I sharing my screen though?
Not that I can see. Because I need to change presenter. What's your name again?
I think I'm in the Noble Samurai account.
Oh.
I think I'm sharing. Hang on. Let me try again. Okay, yep, Garth said the screen shared. Okay, cool. So the question from Ray was, is it possible to add the text to the image with an opacity setting? You can show the text on the image. What you want to, so by default, when you split by paragraph, it will hide the text, and you'll see that the text is hidden by this little icon, and you'll see the text here that relates to that slide. If you click that icon there, your text will come back on. So you can't control the opacity settings, so you don't get to, there's no slider to change that sort of stuff. But you can definitely show the text on the screen by clicking the hide text button there. And then you can do the usual thing of formatting it how you want it to, and you can highlight stuff. It's just basically the same as what you would do normally. So I hope that one clears that up.
Want me to go?
Yeah, sure.
We're up to Greg, the one under Joe Fraser.
Yep.
So we have Greg with the question, can you add text to the new image slides? You You can add text to the new image slides. I mean, we make it kind of easy for you by hiding the text automatically and then you just being able to pick the image. But once you pick your image, you could just click the hide text button again because it's really on, you know, it's hiding the text. So you click it again to turn it off and your text will appear and you'll have the image. So yes, the answer is yes.
Yep. The next one, I'm going to go Ray. Ray asked, was today's video rendered? Can we get a link to it? Yes, I have downloaded the video and I am uploading it to YouTube right now. So give me 3 minutes and I'll put a link.
3 minutes. We're all counting. Like,
Okay. Pressure's on.
Hurry up. Okay. So I have a question here that says, to make sure I understand, can we use the photos from the CS library without license? No. Not from the Content Samurai library, because we source all of our images from Creative Commons licensing, which means you just need to give attribution, which means you'll make your video, and when you come to the generate, we already get all that stuff ready for you behind the scenes. We literally just spit out this little line that you can copy to your clipboard that says basically the images in this video we used under the Creative Commons license. That might not be verbatim, and then gives you a link. So you just copy all of that. If you upload your video to YouTube, like Tom's doing, he'd put it in the description. He just pastes it into the description. Are you going to do that, Tom?
I am going to do that. Yes.
So I can kind of end this with, when Tom sends you the video, check what he's done in the description. You just open up the description on the YouTube page if you click through, and you'll be able to see the Creative Commons license information he's put in the description. So just do that. That's all you need to do. It's not too over the top. It should be all right. Now let's let Tom get that up there and move on. And Sue's so nice, and she said, thanks for the great demo, showing the video with no text showing. She loves it. Thank you very much. For creating own themes, will you be offering different background textures as well as the ability to choose text color and background color? Says Phil. We won't be offering different background textures as such. We do have a few in our Content Samurai recommended resources, which you'll find in our help center. But we're not actually offering textured backgrounds as such, just colored backgrounds at the moment. And yeah, in creating your own custom theme, you can definitely choose your own text color. You can choose your own font from our 32 different fonts, and you can choose any background color. And when I say choose text color, you can choose the base color and what color you want your bolded or highlighted words to go as well. So you have full control over the color there. Moving on, we have
just really quickly, Wayne. I'm putting the video in now. It's uploaded now. Again, I haven't watched it, but it should be okay. It goes for 3 minutes. Maybe don't watch it now, guys. Maybe wait till we finish, just so you don't miss out on any of these questions we're answering.
Yeah, we're gonna finish in like 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll quickly bang out a couple more of these questions, and then maybe we'll wrap it up.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. So we have Bill. Bill says, if I want to change my slide sequence, can I copy and paste slide 28 and paste it as slide 3? It's a good question, Bill. There is a way to do this. First of all, I should probably start with, if you're in the slide section, I'm going to assume that you haven't recorded anything, or you have an audio recording that you want to upload, or basically you haven't recorded it. The first thing I said. So you're in the slide section, and you realize that slide 28 would be better at position 3. What you would need to do is actually, you can't copy the slide itself. You're just going to have to copy the text. So you copy the text of that slide, you move up to position 3, add a new slide with the add new slide button, which is in between your slides. So you add a new slide, and you just paste in your text that was on slide 28. Now it's at slide position 3. You can move down to slide 28 and delete that. Now, why I said before, I'm assuming you haven't recorded, because doing that will wipe a recording or two. it might wipe a few recordings, because if you record and then you change anything on your slides, as most of you will know, it's going to delete the associated recordings because it's waiting for it noticed the change. Content Samurai noticed the change and it wiped the recording, and it's getting ready for you to re-record because it noticed the changes that you made. Excuse me. So the answer is yes, you can do it, but it might wipe a recording.
Yeah. I think we'll probably wrap it up next. We're nearing the hour. If anyone does have any last minute questions, get them in really, really quick and we'll answer them. So I guess first things first, this webinar was recorded, so we will send out a replay to you guys. So don't worry if you turned up halfway through. We'll get a replay out as soon as we can. Now there are a couple of questions. Marcus.
So I'll stay here for a little bit. I'll try and answer a few of the questions. If we can't get to them, I don't know. We'll try and add them in the webinar replay, or we'll just Hopefully we've answered all of them.
Yeah, if we haven't answered your question, send an email to us at support@contentsamurai.com, and we will get to you guys. So there was a question from Susan saying about the paragraphs. Can I record my voice rather than upload? 172 slides equals 70 paragraphs. How do I record? You can, Susan. You just record the same way you normally would. So if you go to the voice tab and click record your audio, the audio will be broken up into the sentences that you need to, sentences. So it's the same as you would record it any other way.
What Tom demoed doesn't affect the voice section at all, or the recording section, whatever you want to call it, at all. It's just an easier way to make your slides and therefore make a video quicker.
Yeah. So Susan said, so I can still see the words. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you still see the words on the audio recording tab. So it doesn't change that bit at all. It's more about changing the way the slides look and also the speed at which you can create those slides. So it cuts down the amount of slides you have to create, but you still record the audio as you normally would. Doesn't change that one little bit. Susan Bridges said, another awesome webinar. Love how you guys keep making it better. Thank you, Susan. We love hearing those sort of things. Kind of motivates us to keep it going. Joe Frazier wanted to know, is there a referral program? Yes, there is. I can provide you a link.
Okay, check it in the chat.
Yeah, I've sent that to all.
Cool.
I believe. So yeah, I've sent a link. If you can't work out how to sign up, just send us an email and we'll help you sign up. By the way, guys, if you aren't already a Content Samurai affiliate, I recommend signing up and promoting Content Samurai, because affiliates earn 48% of the subscription price. So if you have someone that signs up for Content Samurai and they pay the $97 retail price and they stay subscribed indefinitely, so they remain subscribed for say 2 years, over that time you'll earn close to $50 a month in recurring commissions. So it's an awesome way to kind of offset your own Content Samurai subscription by promoting it and getting people to sign up using your affiliate link. And we now have a free trial that you can send people to. So you can actually send out a free trial link to all your friends and your colleagues and get them to try out Content Samurai. And if they sign up to Content Samurai using your affiliate link, you'll then earn commissions on it. That link goes to a login page. Yeah. So what you'll need to do, you'll need to log into your Noble Samurai account. If you haven't ever signed into your Noble Samurai account, click the forgot password link under the bottom of that one to reset your password, and it should log you in. But as I said, if you can't get in, just send an email to us and we'll give you some more in-depth steps. I just don't have the steps written down in front of me at the moment, so I can't remember them exactly.
That seems like a good enough place as any to wrap it up for this webinar.
I think so. So yeah, thanks for attending, guys. We hope you had fun and learnt some new things. Um, I guess one other quick question. If we were to, or not if we were, we will definitely do webinar number 7. What do you guys want us to do in that webinar? Do you guys have anything that you really want us to demo or show or explain? If you have any ideas or suggestions, we'd love to hear it. We want to make these webinars as good as we can for you guys. We want you guys to get the most value from them. So please send through any suggestions that you have for those webinars. Either post them in the questions bit here in the next 2 minutes, or send them in an email to support@contentsamurai, or you know what, post them on our Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/contentsamurai, you can talk to us on there. I think that's it.
I think that's about it, apart from I just want to say thank you to everyone who said something nice. And Ray said, I just watched the demo video and it is great. Ray, we told you not to watch it until we're done, but that's okay. It's all about us right now. No, I just watched the demo video and it's great. I'm impressed and excited. So that's the best feedback we could possibly get, especially for a video that we didn't watch ourselves. So thanks for the feedback, Ray. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
there's actually 25 views on that video, so I think everyone ignored us and watched the video.
Everyone ignored it. Great. Yeah, that's all right. You get that. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, who turned up. Again, it was a really cool session. I had lots of fun. Tom, you have fun?
I always have fun. Always.
Always have fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks again, guys.
See you next time.
All right. See you.
Thanks for making it to the end. If you have any questions for us, feel free to leave them in the comment section below this video. Also, if you have any ideas for upcoming webinars, please let us know. We would love to hear your thoughts.